What's up? I'm listening to The Lounge. Demon We Love. The whole team stay tuned in. Just cuz.
What's up, what's up? You are listening to The Lounge on KBLP. It's your girl, Deemery Love, and...
Anissa Nicole.
That's right, she came back. She's my official new co-host, so expect to hear this beautiful voice every Wednesday night.
Aw, thank you.
From now on. And we have a special guest today. His name is Dre Polo. He's going to introduce himself right now.
What's good, world? I go by Dre Polo, upcoming artist from Phoenix, Arizona.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to change the world. I'm just trying to inspire the culture and motivate the youngins. You know what it is. Let's get it.
Awesome.
All right, and for the people who are new to the show and don't know me or Anissa, you can tell them about yourself as well.
Hey everyone, my name's Anissa Nicole. I'm 23 years old, college student, trying to get my associates in science and pursue physical therapy one day.
Yes, yes. And like I've said before, she's hilarious and she's a sweetheart and I love this girl. And I'm so glad that we have her officially part of the show.
Thank you.
And me, it's Deemery Love. You know me, I'm a podcaster on KBLP. I'm a YouTuber, keep it scripted, please subscribe. I'm a writer, I'm an aspiring filmmaker, I am a big dreamer, and I have a lot of things coming that I'm excited about, so thank you so much for tuning in. Hey to everybody in the chat, what's up? Teresa, Rob, Brooke, love you guys. You're always the first ones to hop in the chat, so that's what's up. Alright, so we have a lot of things to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
This week, so much has been going on. So most importantly, a very monumental event passed this weekend. And that was my 25th birthday.
Yeah.
Very important, very important.
Yeah.
It should be a holiday.
Happy late birthday. Happy late birthday.
Thank you. So I feel a lot of different ways about this. I'm feeling old but feeling young at the same time, but I'm happy to be here another year. I feel blessed, so
Good.
happy about that. So had to talk about it, and I wasn't gonna call her out, but I think I changed my mind. Anissa missed my birthday, so I think everybody in the chat should yell at her.
Yeah, everyone yell at me, please.
I'm just kidding.
I feel bad. Now you make me feel even worse.
Just kidding.
Way to
It's
go.
fine. You're here. That's what's important, that you're here right now. All right. Yeah, it's been a crazy week.
Yeah.
Chris Brown got arrested. Drake and
VMAs
Rihanna
happened.
Yeah, Drake and Rihanna kissed in the mouth. Willy Wonka died. And
oh my gosh.
Alicia Keys isn't doing her hair. I don't know what's
But
going on.
she still looks gorgeous.
I know.
Like,
it's just so much stuff to talk about this week. So where do you want to start? We're not going to start with the VMAs yet. We're going to save that one.
yeah, we'll wait for the VMAs.
But
That's a lot to cover.
Yeah, let's talk about Chris Brown.
Okay, Chris Brown.
What do you think? Are you surprised?
No, honestly, I'm not. Chris Brown is always in the media, honestly, and it's always
something bad.
Something negative, but a lot of the times it's always a woman trying to accuse him of something, so...
He kind of needs to just stay away from women.
I think so, too.
A while.
I honestly agree with that.
Yes.
But I'm curious to know what people really think about what this woman is alleging.
Yeah, well, let's brief them just in case there's anybody who doesn't know. So Chris Brown was just arrested on assault with a deadly weapon or attempted assault or something like that. So this woman he was hanging out with, her and her friends over the weekend, I guess, she started touching some jewelry that they had out. She said she didn't pick it up, then she said she did pick it up. I don't know. She was touching it. They didn't like it. They cursed her out and kicked her out. She's saying that Chris Brown pulled out a gun for some reason and started yelling at her, which it just doesn't make any sense to me that anybody would do that. You know what I mean?
No, it doesn't. Sounds very far-fetched. And she changed her story actually a couple of times already, so it's kind of like how much of what she's saying is really true.
Right, and I don't want to call her a liar for the off chance that she is telling the truth. And I know people are going to think the worst of Chris Brown immediately because he doesn't always cast himself in the most positive light. But I can't, the way she was telling, like, I don't want to call her a liar, but the way she was telling her story, it
didn't make sense.
Yeah.
It seems sketchy.
It does. It seems so sketchy. And, her friend saying that text that she sent him right after she got kicked out, like, he's going down. And, him saying she's not a person to be messed with and things like that, that doesn't bode well for her. I don't know. What do you think, Dre?
To be honest, I think that Chris Brown needs a better crowd around him.
True.
He just has a bunch of random people all in his
That's
business.
so
So
true.
when you got random vibes and just negative vibes going around, nothing's going to happen. And with the female on her side, I think she's lying. You can just tell because she's already had trouble in her past already
true.
for I'm saying
True.
theft, I'm saying Grand Larson, just all kind of crazy stuff. But overall, I think Chris Brown is a good guy with the music. He's positive, take care of his family. He's a good guy.
Well, I was gonna ask him if you like. I was gonna ask if you like Chris Brown. I don't know. I don't know if he's a troubled young man.
I think he's troubled.
I don't know.
Trouble follows him.
That too. I think
Sometimes
he's
he
around.
invites it.
I think he's around people
Yes.
who might have bad intentions.
Yes,
you
there you
know,
go.
I really
Yes.
do. And
You gotta keep
he
the
even
circle tight.
he even claimed that he was actually asleep during all of it. On TMZ Live
Did he?
on Monday, yeah, he was saying that he was actually asleep. He got woken up by helicopters and the cops being at the gates. So he was claiming he was asleep. He even posted a video of him going off, talking about the cops and he was asleep and now they're trying to get him to come out and there's this standoff and he put up some videos and they were on TMZ's website and they had it on TMZ Live. So I mean, who knows? He could have been asleep. I mean, the girl claimed he wasn't. So I mean,
I think if he 100% didn't pull out a gun, even if he cursed her and kicked her out, that's okay. He has that right.
Exactly, it's his house.
So if that is something he did, but there was no gun involved, I think it would be in his best interest to be completely truthful about it. So don't say you were sleeping if you weren't. You know what I mean?
True.
It's just gonna make him look like a liar in the long run, and people aren't gonna.
And maybe he was telling the truth. I mean, who knows?
That would be weird.
They said Ray J was there too.
Yeah, he said he was there,
Yeah.
and he's defended him or whatever. But he still hasn't.
Ray J said that he was. I think he said he was asleep too. So Ray J backed up his story. So I mean, I don't know what really happened. Three sides to every story, right?
That's right. He is a good artist, but I agree he needs a better group of friends. Exactly, Brooke. And the same goes for that's the Chris Browns, the Justin Biebers. All of them need to not hang out with each other and hang out with some other. They need to start going to church. How about that? The celebrity always gets accused, even if his boys were involved. 100%.
Yeah, because they're the ones in the spotlight.
Exactly. And they're the ones with the money. So
That's
you take him to court. You're not going to go after his boys. You're going to go after the one that has the money. All right. So let's move on. So we have a football player in distress here. Colin Kaepernick. He recently has taken a stand against standing.
That was clever.
It was an accident. It just happens,
Punny.
During that national anthem. And he's had a lot of support and he's had a lot of backlash. What do you think about this? About him saying he doesn't want to stand for a country who basically doesn't stand for his people?
I think he has that right. I mean, we pride ourselves on being the United States of America. We're supposed to have freedom. And that's his freedom to choose to stand or sit during, that's what it should be all about. So if he doesn't want to, then it shouldn't concern other people.
People are acting like he shot someone.
Right?
Or like he burned a flag in the street. Like, whoa, he didn't
Technically,
stand
that
during
is
the song.
freedom of speech. I mean, he's acting on what he believes in.
Yeah, it's absolutely his right, and people have the right to not agree with it. People have the right to agree with it, but I don't think it's okay that all of the racism and nastiness that he's getting in his social media feed is just ridiculous, and it's kind of proving his point.
I was just about to say that. It pretty much is.
It's that we're talking about. People you're just proving his point.
You're adding to the problem.
What do you think, Dre?
I agree with y'all.
It's his right.
If he believes in that, then go ahead and do your thing. I can't knock him.
Yeah.
It's not negative.
Yeah. I mean,
it's not negative. He's not defacing an
He's
American
not
flag, or he's not
wrong,
doing anything wrong. He's just not standing
he don't
for.
want to stand for the song,
exactly.
for that whole moment, because his beliefs is something else, and it's deep. And he knows it's deep, and then some people might not get it, but. We get it because,
And because people don't get it, they get angry. And the thing about it is that for everything that's been going on with the whole Black Lives Matter movement and the whole police brutality thing, I know we don't talk about it a lot on the show, and we're going to talk about it briefly today because it is important. And we have the right to speak on it and tell our honest opinions. With all the crazy thing that's been happening and all the backlash that black people have been getting when they're standing up for what they believe, is right and to try to make a change. The main thing I've heard is don't protest like animals, protest peacefully.
Yes.
And I agree. I don't think anybody should be busting windows and doing shit and going after cops violently. I don't believe in none of that.
That doesn't help.
So
no, it just adds to the problem.
Right. Protest peacefully. They say to us, protest peacefully.
Mm-hmm.
So Colin
protesting peacefully.
Yes. Sat down during the song and said nothing. He didn't say after police. He hasn't cursed. He hasn't said anything nasty. And they're still angry.
Stay away from Day. Worth the DJ Khaled. Stay away from Day.
They're still angry. He's protesting peacefully, and they're still angry. It's like you can't win.
You can't win with anybody now.
You might as well just say shut up and don't protest at all. Like that's basically what you're trying to say. So you don't want us to protest peacefully. You don't want us to protest like violently. You just don't want us to say anything about what's going on. That's just for the people who are so angry about it. That's who that's aimed for. Mm-hmm. Not there's other people who are supportive
gonna have their opinion
and don't really care either way.
Yeah.
They're like it's his right. I don't care. I'm gonna stand. And that's what. I'm sorry. There's something going on in the chat. I'm trying to see what it is. Chris Jack Performer did the same thing 20 years ago, but his was religious. Okay, and there's religious freedom too.
Yeah,
it's up to you, and I agree with that. So guys. There's other things going on. We just recently lost a comedy legend, Gene Wilder, and his most famous role,
Willy Wonka.
Willy Wonka, of course, and Willy Wonka, The Chocolate Factory. That's just one of my favorite movies.
Man, off the rip.
I've watched that so many times growing up. I still love it as an adult.
I will still watch it every time it's on TV.
I read the book, and granted, the movie's completely different than the book, but there's just no Gene Wilder is Willy Wonka. Right? I love me some Johnny Depp, but no, honey. Yeah. And I only know he's done quite a lot of movies, but I only know him from two. Ike had the golden ticket. How did that happen? How'd you get that?
The chocolate bar. Willy Wonka.
I don't want to go to the chocolate factory. I end up missing or something like that. I'm good. Like they was dropping off one by one. Johnny Depp was horrible as Willy Wonka. I don't know if I don't know.
I thought that was a new rendition of it. But I kind of enjoyed the new age spin on it that they put on that one. I was into it.
He just made it weird. Like Willy Wonka's not supposed to be like a creep.
Yeah, he
was kind of creepy, right?
Well, Tim Burton's known for
he makes everything
creepy.
That's sweet and childlike and innocent. He makes it so freaking weird and creepy.
Yeah.
Like even in the original Willy Wonka movie, like there was like some horror scenes that freaked me out.
Like what?
Like when.
No horror in Willy Wonka?
Yes, there is. Oh my god. The one scary scene was when they all got in the boat in the chocolate river and he starts singing that song and it gets all dark and the music changes to like
wow.
Music. And they're like, do you remember what I'm talking about?
I know which one. I know which scene you're talking about.
That was so creepy.
That is not creepy.
It creeped me out. And then the fact that all these kids are disappearing one by one and never coming back again, like where did they go?
That's true. That was the one scary aspect of that.
Yeah.
That was trippy.
But they were all bad, rotten kids, so they deserved it.
Do they deserve to like blow up to
800
pounds
they didn't
and be rolled out?
Can't drown.
That little girl was so spoiled. That one and the main one.
I'm sure she learned her lesson because now she's 800 pounds for the rest of her life.
But even Willy Wonka said they'd be put back to their normal form.
Did he say
before
that?
they left?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't recall that. We never saw them again. They just disappeared. But the movie is a classic, obviously. So it's sad. I know him for two movies. I know him from Willy Wonka, and he did Stir Crazy with Richard Pryor years ago, which is another classic. And Richard Pryor is another legend that we lost to.
R.I.P. both of them.
Oh yes. Teresa Gordon just said it. I liked him with Richard. It's Stir Crazy. I remember that movie. I watched it years ago when I was too young to be watching movies like that. But yeah, it's cool. So obviously one of the biggest topics we are going to be discussing today is the VMAs.
VMAs 2016.
Yes, we're going to talk about it. And we had some show stealers this year. Obviously, Rihanna got the Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award.
Yeah.
Beyonce performed basically her whole album.
Yeah.
And then we had Miss Tiana Taylor, who just became a star overnight. You know what I mean? So we're going to talk more about that. I'm actually going to play one of Tiana's songs. Not a lot of people knew her name, but I think now people are really, really going to know who she is.
Oh, yeah.
And going to be watching for her. So for people in the chat,